here and it's all gone. It looks to me like the fish and net aren't necessarily evenly matched. It's a very small net for a big fish. Got to be absolutely sure with a fish of that size. It's got to be over the net, one quick lift and gotcha. I don't know how Andy Jennings feels, but I know how I feel. I'm absolutely terrified he's going to lose it. No, going. Yes.
How many passes you rod, mate?
That sounds like Damien Bracken. Now, I don't think this technically counts as assistance. And he's out is the fish. It is. It's tired, but I don't know who's most tired.
Jesus. I know it takes some getting out, but I didn't think it'd be like that.
Andy's not the only angler with bead problems, but at least he's got a barb or best part of £10 in the bag. Duncan Rourke's lost this fish for sure. That could be the end of his challenge. Dave Lane's trip to the river has obviously borne fruit. He's out McDonalded Andy with that whopper. Oh, and here's a barbel he caught earlier. That puts him hot on the heels of the leaders. There's not going to be a much better specimen caught than this magnificent perch. That'll do nicely for Richard Howard. He's lost a fish, he's caught this cracker, but still the bad news continues for Steve Micklewhite. Pike don't count. Neither Steve nor Richard are in contention. Martin Clark is, although this won't add to his points. This could mean a change at the top.
Should be 2 ounces, just over an ounce. It'd be worth its weight in gold, that one.
Yeah. It's not all happening on the river. We'll have Kevin Colston-Isles patiently waiting on Poplar Lake, and he's been rewarded. He's having a few problems with this fish. Giving it maximum pressure.
Can't run much further. Get out them reeds.
It's still taking line. And now it's round the rushes. This is a critical time. Oh, it's come free.
God, Ruth, I don't believe this.
It's a magnificent fish. Look at it under the water.
This is the hardest fighting fish I've had this year, for sure. Oh. It's normally commons that do things like this.
We all get like that and talk to ourselves sometimes.
Looking better now. Oh, get in. My arm's starting to ache. Oh, my arm is aching so much I can hardly... the net.
Should have had an extra Weetabix.
Get in! Oh. Oh. That's it.
Lift, man, lift.
Thank you.
Despite an ace draw, Bob Roberts didn't get off to the best of starts. Looks like he's making up for it now, though. It's one lively specimen. He's moved on to Park Farm too, and there's definitely a few fish about. This one's coming in. Come on, Bob. Come on, Bob. There's a lot of points there. That's safely there. Gotcha.
Well, there we go. A beautiful little fish. That's what we come fishing for. Just
to get wet.
To get a shower, but that's points. Well done, Bob. Anglers that have stayed loyal to the lakes are doing the business. Everyone thought that barb would be the toughest fish, but they're wrong. It's tench. Mark Lane's cracked it on Red House.
I needed the tench to make me points up, so I hadn't had a tench yet. My wife, dear, cast out. Within 2 minutes, caught it. I'm packing up and going to Rocklow again, then. Going to improve my other weights now, if I can. It's nice tench.
What we've seen is a fantastic day's fishing. Here's the current leaderboard. Steve Briggs and Steve Bull are joint leaders on 134. Back to third is Paul Garner on 124. And in fourth is new face Mark Lane on 112. And would you believe it, Andy Jennings has sneaked in front of Kevin Colston Isles on 101. This is the second night of the Angling Masters, and after nearly 30 hours of continuous fishing, exhaustion has taken its toll. But for the hard-working stewards...
Most of the time it's pretty quiet at night time. Daytime's more busy. Of course, if something like a good barbel comes out or a big chub, then we're normally out, and as fishermen ourselves, we're always keen on what's coming out of the river.
Earlier today we saw Damien Bracken helping Andy Jennings out of his swim. Now Damien's jumped in there. Not quite literally like Andy, but he's in the same spot and he's got a very, very big fish on. It's a similar situation to Andy's, I think. It's found some weed and Damien's desperately trying to get it out. Our cameras are making it look actually lighter than it is. It's pitch dark and that doesn't make it easy. Certainly some big splashes. One hell of a fish. Full concentration.
Come on. Go on, get that light on.
Damien wants our lights to help him see the fish. It really is pitch black. Normally you don't have sound to go on. There it is, in the lights. Look at that. Bet he wishes Andy was there to help him out now. The lights are on at the organiser's office. They've heard the news. And there it is. What a cracking fish. No wonder he's smiling. I'd be laughing me head off if that was me. Day 3, and the first stage of the Angling Masters draws to a close here at the spectacular Great Larford Lakes. That's the end of the 38-hour roving competition.
2, 1. Out! Yay! Well done, thanks, getting.
The question will be now, who's made the cut for the match? Wouldn't you know it, 38 hours just isn't long enough for some people. Andy McDonald's taken us into overtime, and this is not a 1 ounce chublet. There's a 15-minute grace period from the all out to when the anglers have to fish on the bank. And he's still got plenty of time. Just as well, because that fish doesn't look like it's coming in yet. Powered off from the net, that great big rudder of a tail. Lucky he's got the shock absorption in that rod tip to stop pulling the hook out. It's a big bag, that's a big fish. Sometimes fish get weed over their eyes and it just slows them down a bit. Not working with this one. This is an important fish too because he's caught another big one just a few minutes ago.
Yeah. Yep. Well done. It's a very nice common, and we're going to weigh it now.
Oh, and it's a cracker as well.
I told you, what did I say? A common was coming
No wonder the snapper's out. That's